Alright, YouTube. So, well, you guys don't know this, but I tried to just do this video, but out of nowhere the radio came on and started playing some music. It probably wasn't very conducive to this channel. So, I just want to do a short video. I'm walking to the river to do some smallmouth bass fishing. I don't know if any of you guys are into fishing, but that is my second favorite hobby next to studying holistic / Pan-African spirituality. So yeah, at this current time I was in prison, and I don't know if I mentioned this, and I don't think I have yet, but prison is when I started experiencing my spiritual awakening. I didn't know what was happening to me at the time, but now I know what was going on. So anyways, I'm going to sleep. I go to sleep one night, and I live in a dorm. It's basically a warehouse full of almost 1,000 people, bunk beds of 3. So I'm on the very top and just think there's 2 other people below me. Pretty trippy. And in this place you kind of sleep with your head on a swivel because, well, it's prison. So I've seen some really nasty things go down in there to people while they're sleeping, man. And I still have nightmares about that kind of stuff to this day. Big time. That was one of my biggest fears, was being attacked when I was asleep, when I didn't have the wherewithal to, I'm not the biggest dude in the world. I'm like 5'8". I worked out every single day in that place, and I still was maybe 160 pounds on my heaviest point. Don't get me wrong, your boy was strong, but not the most physically imposing. So, it was just something I was aware of in a place like this. Anyways, let's just get to the story and get this over with. So, this is like my first experience with any other realmly type beings, if you will. And this is where I kind of learned that a lot of alien abductions and things that happen to people in the night are really happening to us in our dream realm. So yes, they are happening to us, very much so, but it's happening to our astral body. And it took me a long time to figure out and decipher those two, because, well, it all ties in now. Anyway, so I'm having a horrible dream. I basically got abducted by reptilians, and this reptilian was not a normal type reptilian. It was big. I mean, he was like, whoever this reptilian was, and the whole time in the dream, he had me in a headlock with my body facing outwards, like I'm looking, like I'd be like how I'm facing right now. Imagine him behind me choking me, right? So I'm not facing him, I'm facing out, and he's got a scorpion tail, and he has bull horns, a scorpion, just like the straight, everything you would think of a reptilian to be. And some, you know what I mean, with the scorpion tail, that threw me off. This thing was powerful. It had me in, it was holding me in a way that I wasn't gonna move. And here's why. The reason I knew it had a scorpion tail is because as it had me in a headlock, his scorpion tail was going through, in between his legs, and up my back, and his stinger was in my back, so I was paralyzed in this way to where I could not move. And what he said to me was very I can't remember it. You guys know how you have those dreams and it's like, excuse me for burping, it's not as vivid as others, you know? I remembered everything that happened in the dream. Just the things that they were saying to me were very foggy, you know what I mean? But what I got out of it was, they were basically letting me know that I'm like my family's covenant, is the word I want to use. Meaning, the impression I got is that it was my purpose to kind of free my family's bloodline out of this bondage that they're in, or the only way that they are going to liberate themselves is if I do so. So it basically, they were expressing the importance of my awakening. Didn't know what it was they were talking about at the time. I didn't know anything about awakening, or I was very like, so spirituality was like, they say mind, body, spirit. I was definitely 100 times more focused on mind and body than I was on spirit. As a matter of fact, I avoided spirit a lot because of just growing up in like a very Christian home, and just not agreeing with or a lot of things in the Christian religion that didn't add up to me. And so I guess you could say I was jaded, or I left a certain kind of taste in my mouth towards religion. But if I haven't explained already, when I was in prison, I made it a point, and I'm going to probably say now it was because I was having an awakening, but I felt that during this time, I had 4 years to do, I thought it was very important to study there was a lot of different spiritual groups you could go to as far as churches in prison. So I made it kind of like my purpose to not be converted in any way, but go there with a complete open mind and understand why each group thinks the way they do. And kind of like, I was really, I guess, trying to, one, understand people, and then two, kind of teach myself to listen to people express their opinions without me having to express one or agree or disagree with them. So anyways, the dream I had, it was very real. I consider it my first and only contact with any type of alien. I call it, I don't know if I should even tell you guys this yet, but because I don't want to be misinterpreted or anything, but I consider most things that come to us in our sleep, or anything that comes to us and offers to help us for some sort of exchange, that's a fallen angel in my eyes. Anything that's of divine spirit is not going to ask anything of you. They're there to help you and help you only, and educate you in some sort of way. Not, I'll do this, but this is what I need from you. That's manipulative, and might as well just turn it into Christianity. If you don't do this, you're gonna burn. Like, how many people out there do you think are Christians right now because of one reason and one reason only? I know the only reason it kept me around for so long. I was scared bleepless of burning. So yes, I was astrally abducted by a reptilian, or a group of reptilians. They were all in a circle around me, with the main one having his stinger in my back. And yeah, alright guys, so I just got to the river, so I think I'm a little distracted. I'm sorry, no disrespect. And of course, now that I have all my smallmouth bass gear, there's a bunch of steelhead today. Hilarious. Anyways, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. And if you guys want to hear more about the reptilian abduction experience, if there's things that you felt I left out or I was being vague about, just yeah, message me, let me know, and I'll clarify. All right, you guys have a great day. Peace and love and all of the above.